Now to big news tonight from the Portland Trail Blazers as the team fires its general manager. This comes after an investigation into workplace misconduct. Fox 12's Nick Krupke joins us live in studio with what happened, Nick.
You know, maybe it would have been more surprising had Neil Olshey kept his job. We were waiting to see what would come out of it, and today we found out. So nobody really says you have to be a nice guy to be a boss, especially in pro sports where loyalty is brokered, bought, and sometimes bullied. More than a month of investigations has finally brought consequences for Neil Olshey's alleged actions around the office. An official statement by the team on Friday morning stated the Trailblazers were firing Olshey for violating their code of conduct, saying, quote, "They are committed to building an organization that positively impacts our colleagues, communities, and the world in which we live and play." Adding, out of respect for those who candidly participated in that privileged investigation, we will not release or discuss it. We are confident that these changes will help build a more positive and respectful working environment. Jody Allen, her late brother's former Wazoo roommate, Trailblazers vice chair since 1988, Bert Kolb made the decision to hire an independent review of workplace environment complaints. For more than a month, an LA-based law firm interviewed dozens of current and former Trailblazer employees on both the business and basketball sides. Jody and Bert are now in search of a new Trailblazers general manager and president of operations for the first time since 2012, the pre-Dame days. The NBA's trade deadline arrives in February. Joe Cronin has been named interim GM. Cronin manages the salary cap and scouting. He's been with the franchise since 2006. So as the winds of sweeping change are blowing through Rip City, the gift of Olshey going away is all those Trailblazer fans who wished it so have so far gotten this holiday season. Former Chief Operation Officer Chris McGowan stepped down last month after 9 years on the job. McGowan replaced internally by Dwayne Hankins. Ex-head coach Terry Stotts cut loose in June as the second winningest coach in franchise history. Recall, Olshey stated the Blazers' fourth first-round playoff exit in 5 years, 6th in 8, wasn't a product of the roster, which he constructed. At Media Day, Olshey told us this was the deepest and most talented roster he'd ever built around Dame. It's early, but it's getting late rather quick in the tenure of Chauncey Billups, 9th in the West at 11-12. Portland, a league worst 1-10 on the road. Billups seen the night before after his club lost at home by 31 points to the sub-500 San Antonio Spurs. He wants his team to compete harder. Easier said than done. Yeah, so what's Dame and the current team think about the latest change in Rip City? Our next shot to chat with them will come post-game Saturday as West Lynn's Peyton Pritchard and the Boston Celtics visit the Rose Quarter. Lillard, of course, remains on the shelf for at least another week with a lingering abdominal injury for a team that is 29th in the NBA in defensive rating. In studio, Nick Krupke, Fox 12 Oregon.